Right, sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do, and this is going to raise some eyebrows with some people out there, but this is the way I fixed the Royce's frequency problem. Now, as you know, I have the Sam's photo fact. The Royce 1624 doesn't have a photo fact, but the Pace 81930 does. So I've been putting the radio together using all the alignment details from the Pace 81934. Same chassis, should work. I aligned it all, put it all on frequency, and as you heard during my last video, I was off frequency. Now, on the screen you will see at the moment is a picture of the inside of the Royce. It should have the CCI 3001 PLL, I believe, fitted inside the radio. Let me just check if that is the correct... yeah, CCI 3001. That was the PLL that was in the radio. Now that device that you can see sitting in the middle of the screen, I desoldered the PLL and took it out. And I fitted that in there because the Royce was originally a 40 channel mid-band AM and SSB radio. That was all it had on it. Well, I've got the lows, the mids, the highs and the UK FM on that radio now. I can't use the UK FM because I haven't fitted the FM module yet. But that module I fitted there in place of the PLL chip gave me those channels. It also gave me a +5 kc shift and a +10 kc shift. And as you saw, when I was on 27.620 using the +5 kc shift, I was off frequency. So, how did I get that on frequency? Well, I'm going to tell you how I did it. And it does look a Heath Robinson way, but it works. So what you see up there is a calibrated frequency counter. And I set all the frequencies in the alignment instructions with that frequency counter, and I also used my oscilloscope, all my test kit, and I was off frequency. Now then I'm asking myself, well, what is that? Then I twigged these alignment instructions are for the CCI 3001 PLL chip, but I haven't got that fitted in my radio. I've got that other module that I've put in there. So then I'm thinking to myself, well, maybe I'm a bit off frequency because the frequency specified in there is not right for that chip, but that chip didn't come with any frequencies to be done. So I'm racking my brains, how could I actually check just the frequency? And then it dawned on me. Now this is where it gets very Heath Robinson, but it works. Right, the piece of kit you see sitting here is a B&K 1040 CB Service Master. And it's specifically built for servicing CB radios. And this has got a little unique function in it. Now, it's got audio sources in it. It's got a 1 kilohertz tone or a 2-tone test for setting sideband, and you can set your modulation envelopes with it. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe I could use this to get myself back on frequency. So I placed the Royce base station here, and then behind me on the bench over here I set up my Superstar 6900N. The Royce was going into a dummy load, and the 6900N I left it just in receive mode on upper sideband on the same channel as the Royce with no aerial connected. Right, so what I did is I took the microphone of the Royce, I put it on this little keypad here which is emitting the sound, press transmit, and I transmitted that tone down through the Royce home base over to the Superstar 6900N. So it was receiving from the Royce that 1 kilohertz tone. And what you could hear, standing here, was you could hear a tone behind me coming through the 6900N, and you could hear the tone here being produced. Now, this has got a volume control on it. So I fiddled with the volume until I got the volume coming out of here and the received volume on the Superstar 6900 fairly similar in volume. And then I went inside the Royce whilst transmitting that signal on upper sideband, and I moved the pot, I think it was CT1, I think it was. I don't know where my notes have gone now. No, I don't know where my notes are. Oh well. So I moved the little adjustment pots. Ah, here we are. Right, so then I went inside the Royce, and you've got CT1, which adjusts the AM frequency, CT2, which does the lower sideband, and CT3, which does the upper sideband. So firstly, on upper sideband, I had the two tones going, and I moved the potentiometer for CT3, and what you heard was the tone being transmitted was changing from the tone that you could hear coming out of this. But there became a point where the two merged into one, and all you heard was one continuous tone. Once I got to the point where I heard the same tone, I had the 1 kilohertz signal here, and I could hear a perfect 1 kilohertz signal coming out the Superstar 6900N. The two radios were bang on the same frequency. I was transmitting a 1 kilohertz tone, and that Superstar 6900N, which is a modern radio and should be bang on frequency, was receiving it at that bang on frequency. So the two matched. So I then repeated the procedure with CT2, the potentiometer, for the lower sideband, and I did the same for AM. And to me, I put the thing on frequency. Now, just as an aside, I do play the guitar, and I do tune my guitar by ear. So I think that me playing the guitar, which I have done for a number of years, I've probably got an ear which is a bit more tuned to matching sounds, probably than most people, I don't know. But I could really hear where that sweet point was, where those two sounds came together and they matched, and I had the same tone. Once I got that, it was set. So then, as you will see in the following video, as far as I was concerned, the Royce was bang on frequency with the Superstar 6900N. So, yeah, I thought I'll give it a little on-air test. And, yeah, this is what happened. CQDX, CQ Delta X-ray, 26 Charlie Tango, 2036, Unit 2036, South East UK, calling. We're going to QSY to 27605, 27605, we go.
UK station.
26 Charlie Tango, 2036, UK, standing by.
The 26 Charlie Tango 2036 at 26 Oscar Delta 050, County of Lancashire.
Yeah, very good afternoon to you there. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, you've got Charlie Tango 2036, operator name Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and we're down in the county of Kent, just off the North Kent coast, on a little island called the Isle of Sheppey. Back to you.
Okay, we're struggling a little bit with the French stations. Stations de 14 division stand-by s'il vous plaît, fréquence occupée avec stations de Royaume-Uni. Merci. Okay, can you go again, that station down there in the southeast of England? We did miss that last over. This is 26 Oscar Delta 050. Operator name is Kevin, Kilo Echo, Victor, India, November. A microphone to you there.
Yeah, no problem, Kevin. We'll try again. Yeah, the personal this way would be Mark, like Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. And we're down in the county of Kent. We're just off the North Kent coast on a little island called the Isle of Sheppey. Back to you.
Okay, Mark, we got your operator name. I'm not sure if you said the Isle of Sheppey, is that correct?
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it's just off the North Kent coast near London, Roger.
Okay, I'm getting really hammered with the French stations. Station sur la fréquence occupée, fréquence occupée.
Yeah, we're losing you there at the minute, Kevin. There's quite a lot of QSY on the frequency. Yeah, the location is the Isle of Sheppey, operator Mark, and we're about 50 miles east of London, out in the estuary, in between Kent and Essex, Roger. (26) Oscar Delta 050, 26 Charlie Tango 2036, standing by.
Oscar Papa 139. 68 October Pacific 139.
Yeah, the 68 division, copy Charlie Tango 2036.
Belfast, capital city, Liverpool, bonsoir. Coast of Northern Ireland, over.
Yeah, Roger, very good afternoon to you there, Martin. Personal this way would be Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo. And we're on a little island just off the North Kent coast called the Isle of Sheppey. We're about 50 miles east of London, Roger.
Roger, Mark, yes. I'm looking at the phone now. I have the map on my phone and I'm news the Isle of Sheppey as we speak. I hope it's not blowing a gale down there, over.
It is pretty windy, Roger. We've also got 26 Oscar Delta 050, Kevin, up in the county of Lancashire, if you want to give him a call, Roger.
Just copy that. You're 5 and 9, 5 and 8 in the clear, Mark, over.
Yeah, we've also got another station, 26 Oscar Delta 050, operator Kevin, and he's in the county of Lancashire, if you want to give him a call, Roger.
Roger. Kevin, give us a shout. You're 68 Oscar Papa 139, you're over. Yeah, Mark, I'm getting negative on that other station. Negative copy, Mark. He's just in amongst the noise with me, Mark, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, he said he couldn't hear you there, Martin, which is a shame, Roger. But conditions into the UK this afternoon are very, very good.
Well, we can enjoy the rest of the day, especially that call, and definitely treat your Northern Ireland, Mark, over.
Yeah, okay. Thanks very much there, Martin. You have a good one. Catch you later. Yeah, Kevin, you come back. Your signals come back up again now.
Yes, yourself. You're on my little Hammond International multi-mode. Take care, 73. Bye-bye.
Okay, yeah, cheers, Martin. Bye-bye. Yeah, you're giving me your last over, Kevin, there. You was up to signal 9, Roger.
Yeah, you're the same at the moment. What is your location again?
Yeah, it's the Isle of Sheppey. It's on the North Kent coast. It's a little island just off the mainland, Roger.
Outside of Wigan this way on a bit of high ground in Lancashire. I've just been talking to a station down there in Folkestone, so I think conditions, propagation down south is quite good at the moment, so ground wave conditions and propagation, but yeah, it's the first time I've reached that far down, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I was calling out on the 555. I'm hearing a lot of Scotland and Ireland. So when you popped in, I wasn't expecting to hear you, Roger.
The French stations seem to die at the moment. If they're standing by, it's very good of them. Okay, I won't hold it. Nice to make contact with you there, and wish you all a good DX, mate.
Yeah, cheers, Kevin. Good to hear you there, my friend. And we got you in the log, so we'll catch you again. We've got another QSK if you want to hang on, Kevin. Yeah, the QSK on the side. Come in.
Roger, 68KW01. 68 kilowatt whiskey 01, personal is Frank in the city of Belfast. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Frank. You've got 26 Charlie Tango 2036 operator Mark on the key, and you've also got 26 Oscar Delta 050 Kevin. He's over in the county of Lancashire near Wigan. And we're located on a little island about 50 miles east of London, the Isle of Sheppey. Back to you.
Roger. A remote island, the Isle of Sheppey. Oh, yeah, very good. Absolutely. The skip of the day is absolutely great, Mark, there, yeah. You're booming in here, Mark, 10 over 9 there. I can't believe the skip is so good there, you know. It's a bit sporadic, but certainly you're making the trip to the city of Belfast there. 10 over 9, Mark, 100% there, my friend. Back to you.
Yeah, I'm really pleased about this, to be honest with you. I'm on a home base radio. It's an old Royce 624 from the late 1970s, and I had a run of bad luck with it, and I thought the radio was dead, but I've actually managed to repair it. So this is the first time that I've been operating today, and it's been working again, Roger.
Oh, Roger, Mark. Oh, yes, Mark. I remember the 70s, the old radios, the Pulsar 800s, the Superstars, and the Stalker 9s, yes. I'm using an FTDX 101, Mark, here, you know, FTDX 101. The big radio, but certainly, Mark, it's sounding great there. There's no problem, no issue with that radio there, modulation radio 5 there, and you're absolutely no issue. You're spot on frequency there, 100%. Spot on frequency there, 100%. Spot on frequency there, 100%.
Roger, yeah, I'm pleased about that because I was a little off frequency, so I had a final tune-up, and I'm really pleased it's working well, Roger.
Oh, no, you're 100% on frequency there on 27605 mark. Yeah, great. Conditions are brilliant, and you're in the Irish Chappie there, Mike. That's a good, the skip's very good there, absolutely there, the time mark, you know. But good to hear you, Mark, good to hear you there. I can't hear a station there, Kevin, but just wouldn't be as strong as you, Mark, there. Yep.
Okay, well, give Kevin a shout, because you never know, conditions might have come up now. He might be able to give you a call back. So he's 26 Oscar Delta 050. Yeah, did you hear him calling you at all?
There's a London station coming in there, and a few other stations. They're probably coming over the top of Kevin there. You can relay to Kevin. I was hearing him there. He was hitting me on a sort of between a 4 and a 5 there, radio 4 there. I was hearing him there. I was listening for a while there. But Mark, many stations coming through there, so I'll pass the mic back to you. Yeah,
Roger. Okay, no problem at all. I mean, you're giving me a Signal 9 Super Radio 5 every time at the moment, and your modulation is sounding lovely on that radio.
Oh, no, thanks for the flowers, Mark. Yeah, it's a big FTDX 101, you know. Okay, Mark, great. Those other stations there are very strong too. There's a 2-6 division there coming also. They're very strong there. Okay, Mark, listen, 73s, 51s, and good to hear you in there, my friend, and hope to speak again.
Yeah, Roger, always a pleasure. You have a super fine day. We've got you in the log there, and hopefully we'll catch you again soon. It's good to speak to you guys over there, because we don't often hear you, but the last couple of weeks you've been booming in.
Roger, yeah, I think it's been about 2 years, Mark, from the short skip was in there with England there. I think it's roughly 2 years ago there, because I have it in the log there, maybe just under 2 years, when the short skip was booming there, you know, in England and Scotland and places like that were really good to copy. Okay, Mark, 73 there, and hope to hear you soon.
Yeah, cheers and beers. Thanks a lot. Yeah, Kevin, 26 Oscar Delta 050. You still copy?
Yeah, I can still copy you, Mark. I had a negative contact on that station. I don't know where he was.
Yeah, he was in Belfast in Northern Ireland. He had you at Signal 4. He was hearing you.
Okay, well, so I normally get Belfast quite well up here. It's strange conditions. I normally get nothing from your neck of the woods, and I normally get Belfast quite strong. But everything seems to be upside down at the moment.
Yeah, Roger. Mind you, I'm not complaining. We could do with a lot more of this. It's nice, actually. We've had so much rain recently, so you can sit inside and actually use the radio for once.
Yeah, we've had solid rain up here for the last 2 or 3 days. It's been quite a bit of crap weather for the end of May, but hopefully we'll improve. Anyway, Mark, we're going to leave it with you, mate. Have a look around the frequency. Nice to hook up with you down there in the southern part of the UK, which we don't get to very often. You have a nice Sunday. All the best, mate.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I do know your neck of the woods, actually. I used to work for SCA Packaging. I used to have a plant up at Wigan, and used to get up there quite a bit. Anyway, that's another story. All right, you have a good one, Kevin. Nice to speak to you, mate, and we'll catch you again.
Yeah, 73s, Mark. There's a few stations calling here. I can hear them on the frequency when you were on your last over. 73s, mate.
Okay, cheers, Kevin. I'll put a shout out. Yeah, 26 Charlie Tango 2036 Isle of Sheppey, Kent, calling and standing by. (26) Charlie Tango 2036 UK, standing by. Well, confirmation it's on frequency there from Belfast, so I am over the moon. She is done. Right, I think I'm going to go and have a celebratory cup of tea. I'm in the middle of doing stuff at the minute, but I couldn't resist using the radio, and yes, it is repaired.